Okay, so today we're doing a travel prep vlog. So I'm showing you the entire process of getting ready for a 2-month international trip to 3 different countries. This is my first international trip since the beginning of COVID, so I am pretty stoked about it. I think the last place I went was London like 3 years ago, and usually I try to go somewhere abroad every year, at least once a year. So this is like the longest gap I've ever had, and I'm not gonna lie, feeling a little rusty with like the prep, what I need to get done. So whether this is your first international trip ever, or you're also just getting ready and forget what you kind of have to do, or you just like travel videos, I hope you enjoy. I'm in Chicago right now, and in exactly 2.5 weeks, I leave for Amman, Jordan. So if you're new here, I lived in Amman for a year in college, was doing international relations. So I'm going back for the first time in 10 years to see my host family, and I'm staying with them. And then from there, I'm gonna be going to Italy and Barcelona, and I've actually never been to either of those places. I've been to like the more obscure countries, but not like the basic ones that people usually go to when you like travel, so I'm pretty excited about it. If you're doing any kind of international travel, depending on the country, I would start at least like 2.5, 3 weeks in advance just to make sure that you have like your visa and everything lined up, because some countries can take longer or you need like an actual more intense visa like China. I would rather just always do stuff ahead of time and like not super stress out last minute. So we're gonna be going through the checklist. There's also like an added layer with COVID travel, and then I'm just gonna be showing you what the heck I'm packing, how I pack. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and find it helpful. If you do while you're watching, you can give it a thumbs up. Also, when you guys are seeing this video, I will be abroad, so if you want to follow along in more real time, you can follow my Instagram. It's @TaylorWynn. Let's begin. So one thing you definitely want to make sure you do before you travel, and do this like a couple months in advance, because right now it's really backed up, but make sure your passport is up to date and is not going to be expiring anytime soon. There's actually like a window where you can't travel between if your passport expires like too soon. Make sure you got an up-to-date passport. I had to update mine in New York, and here's what we ended up with. Looking real happy. But everything is backed up right now, so just give yourself time to do this if you do need to renew your passport. So if you go to the CDC's website and then choose the country, it'll tell you exactly what you need to pack and what documents you need. So for Jordan, I actually need proof of yellow fever vaccination, which I have. I just need to somehow find that. Crossing this off because I actually just went, but then I realized I wasn't eligible for another booster, so crossing that off. But then I was gonna go back to get the yellow fever, and then I realized I don't need the yellow fever for going to Jordan. I read that wrong, so just double check your reading, folks. You only need it if you're coming from certain countries that have yellow fever. Jordan doesn't have yellow fever. Okay, so next up, I put this one on here because I think some of you might need to do this, but I use Chase and Amex as my primary cards, and for international travel, they're like made for that. So you actually don't need to notify Amex or Chase if you're going to be out of the country. They have just like good international fraud protection, and they let you know if anything fishy is going on. But if you use like Bank of America, Chase, or have a debit card, something like that, then you want to just log in and notify them online. Okay, that was a terrible crossing off. That's super not satisfying. Apologies. I'm gonna check visa requirements because sometimes this can take a while, especially depending on the country. With the EU, you don't need to get one ahead of time. You just get it like when you walk up. But Jordan, I need to double check on because I might need to get it ahead of time. I'm on the Jordanian embassy's website right now. And basically for my trip, I don't need to get a visa, which is great. I'm going through Queen Alia Airport. That's exciting. Only if you're staying over 30 days. Okay, good news. Italy updated their policy where now you only need one of the following of these to enter. I'm vaccinated, so I don't need to get a test or anything, which is great. I'm guessing Spain is going to be the same. It looks like Jordan also is not requiring a PCR test now, so you just have to put all your info into the Visit Jordan platform, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Since I'm going to be gone for a couple months, I'm not going to look up the Spain to US requirements yet. I'm guessing to get back in the US, I'll probably have to have a PCR test, not sure, but I'm not going to look that up now since it'll probably change in 2 months anyways. So without the COVID requirements, there's actually not too much that needs to be done, which is great. So I'm just highlighting the things that I'm definitely going to have to do so I don't forget. So as far as cash, people kind of have different opinions on this. You can just do it at the airport, but that's kind of the most expensive way to do it. I like to carry some cash and then use my Amex and Chase cards, which have 0 foreign transaction fees. But like Jordan, I'm definitely going to be mostly using cash. I'm going to get some ahead of time this time. I've actually never done this because usually I just do the airport ATM, but you can actually just order it and have it shipped to you if you want, or pick it up at your bank. So you can just do the converter here to have some cash ready to go and either get it delivered or just pick it up. So if you're going to be traveling, you want to get a travel adapter. I like the universal ones if you're going to be traveling to different countries because you have all the options here. But I think I am going to order just a couple more small ones just because I have like all my cameras and stuff to charge up and I don't want to be going off of just one outlet. So I found 2 good options for you. I'm going to link both of them down below. I'm going to go with this one because I only need one more, and this has USB-C, a USB-C, and 2 US plugs. This one's $18 versus you get a 2-pack for $25. So if you don't have any plugs yet, I would say probably get this one, but if you already have one or you only need one, just get that one. These are adapters, not converters. So if you have certain electronics that you need a converter for, you'll have to check. I just checked to see if my flat iron is dual voltage, and it actually is, so that's exciting. It says for worldwide use. So I didn't actually know that. That's pretty cool. Of course, Dyson, the friggin' $600 one, is not. They don't have dual voltage, so I can only use my T3, but you know, that's fine. I'm just getting ready to scan some vaccinations in, not even for this trip, just so I have them. Like, I just want record of them besides this physical copy here, because they're like older ones. So if you haven't heard of the Genius Scan app, it's awesome. I think you can actually do this with your iPhone now. This is my first time doing this. Usually I use Genius Scan, but in the Notes app, you can actually scan document. I like Genius Scan better because it actually makes it look flat like the actual document. Right, so it's now May 19th, so I just filmed the video that you guys will already see. It's the makeup artist, Chicago makeup artist does my makeup video. So the currency has arrived at the bank, so I'm gonna go pick that up. I also have a few other random errands I need to run, but I wanted to show you guys that the adapter came in. Here it is. So this one has the USB, USB-C, and then 2 American plugs on top. Here's the plug that will work in most of Europe, parts of the Middle East. Let's go head out on some errands. So I went to the bank and picked up the currency. It was super easy. Literally, you just show them your ID, pick it up if you ever wanted to know what dinars look like. Here's the Jordanian currency, so you can see. So pretty. And then got some euros, obviously. I also ordered this on Amazon, which is a foldable duffel bag, because I'm going to be bringing my host family stuff in Jordan, and I wanted like just a cheap bag that I could check and then I could leave there with them, because I'm not going to be bringing it, I don't think, on the other journeys. But actually I might, because it does fold up really small, so if I do need an extra bag after Europe, I guess I could. This was like very cheap. I think it was like 17 bucks on Amazon, and I'm just gonna bring them a bunch of makeup, and they wanted some like vitamins and medicine and stuff, so chocolate, just random stuff I'm gonna bring with me. And Royal Jordanian, you actually can check 2 bags for free, which is great, so I'll check that. I went to Walgreens and stocked up on a couple things I needed. This stuff is what I take for like my first attempt before an Imitrex. I mix it with ginger powder. Needed some hair dye because gotta dye the roots before a big trip. And I'm trying out this one. I haven't seen this color before. It looked maybe new, dark indigo 1N1. I love a blue black. I switch between a bunch of different dyes. I like trying different ones, but I'll list my favorites down below, drugstore, and like I have a high-end one you can get at Ulta I like. And then obviously had to get a plain snack. You know, I'm gonna get more, but these just looked good. Royal Jordanian friggin' rocks. Look at the food options that you can choose here. They have so many options depending on your religion, your diet. This is amazing. Go Royal Jordanian. Also, I've flown with them before and they're incredible. If you've watched any of my videos, you know when this shirt comes on, it is hair dye time. And it's now exactly a week before I leave, so I'm timing it like that purposely so that in a week from now I can wash my hair right before. Because fun fact, in Jordan, actually I don't know if this is still the case, but the water is like very expensive and restricted, or it used to be. At my host family's house, we would like boil a bucket of water and then have a second bucket and just shower using like the bucket of water. So if you're washing your hair, it just makes it kind of more difficult. So anyways, I'm trying to get there with some fresh hair so I won't have to like wash it right when I get in. Does anyone else have issues as an adult with like childproof things? And people like to like shit on box hair dye, but honestly, I've been doing it for what, like over 10 years. My hair is very healthy. I don't know what to tell you. Bleaching it yourself is a different story. Things, yes, they did get wild. I'm gonna use the IGK Erase. This is so good. It comes with the IGK color, which I really like. Sun is coming in right now. It feels so good. I'm about to finally go get my nails done. It's the Saturday before I leave. I leave on a Thursday. It's Saturday. Updates, I'm waiting on insurance to approve my prescriptions ahead of time. I can't remember if I talked about this vlog. This has been shot over, a few weeks now, so I forget what I'm like saying and not saying. If you're someone who needs to get your prescriptions in advance, basically your doctor will likely have to send a new prescription and then insurance has to approve it so that you can get those 2 months in advance basically. So they told me to do that like 2 days before. I'm glad I didn't listen to that and did it earlier because it depends on how long your doctor is going to take too, and then the pharmacy. So I did it starting a few days ago. So if you have to do that, I would just do it like a week in advance. One thing I did want to mention is travel credit cards. This is not sponsored by anyone, but one of the things I get asked about a lot whenever I talk about traveling, I talked about these in my like nomad travel Q&A video more in depth, so check out that video. As far as travel health insurance, there's travel health insurance and then there's travel insurance as far as like, change of flight, something happens, whatever. Check your credit card's benefits because if you have Chase or Amex, you likely have some kind of insurance, so just check the benefits. These are my 2 travel credit cards. But if you have any delays or trip changes, you have to have purchased the trip on that credit card. If you are a big traveler or you're gonna have a lot of travel coming up, definitely worth checking out a credit card. Like I talked about in that video, only get a credit card if you're responsible enough to pay off your bills, because basically it's free money and free points and free rewards, and the perks that you get way outweigh the fees, but you have to be someone who isn't gonna like rack up credit card debt basically. Like I just pay it off as soon as I get a bill in full, and that's that. But I'm gonna head out to get these nails done finally. We're at that chaotic point in getting ready, now it's the Monday before I leave. I have a pile of clothes here because I just filmed a try on haul video. I think this video will be up first probably. This is the box that my mom sent of stuff to bring to Jordan. So I've been collecting makeup and stuff for them in San Diego and then some other stuff. So she shipped it here and I'm gonna use this duffel bag that I got off Amazon. So I just have a ton of random things in here for them. So everything fit in here really easily and there's still room. This is all unbreakable stuff, so anything that could break I tried to wrap. So here's my big base bag. This is the biggest size they make that I am shipping back with whatever I don't need. So you can actually ship suitcases just like this, through UPS. So I'm just gonna put whatever I need to in here that I'm not bringing. And then here's the suitcase I am bringing. This one, this is on its last limbs. I think this is a Calpac. It's I'm hoping it doesn't break on my trip, but after this trip I'll have to trash it because it's just one of the wheels is a little messed up, but it's the only one I have that's in between sizes. It's not as small as my smallest base one and it's not as big as the big base one, so I need to get the in-between base suitcase. So once this one is totally dead, I'm going to get the middle-sized base. Here's the difference in size so you can see. Not organized anymore, but here's all the clothes I've been working with in Chicago, so not too many. It's so funny thinking back to when I started in New York and how many suitcases and clothes I had versus now. It's crazy. You realize how much you actually wear. These are my favorite bras of all time. I found these, I discovered these in Boston. I'll leave a link down below. Okay, so my goal is to just have basics that I can wear over and over, because you saw the suitcase I have to fit all this in. Anything that's light is great. This is heavier, so I'm going to wear this on a plane. So anytime I fly, I always wear my heaviest stuff. So as far as tops go, these are my for sures. This is a maybe, that's my plane. So gonna eliminate here too. Okay, I went through everything. I have a system here, but this is stuff that I'm bringing back. This weighs probably 4 pounds, so that's pretty good to get rid of. And then down here, these are all little things I'm bringing. So I want to put some of these, this hair product, that hair product in here. I got a couple little travel size things the other day, and I'm also going to use these little small jars for foundation. So if you have really heavy foundation bottles or anything, you could always downsize. Oh my god, this is 3.4 ounces. That's crazy. So this is equal to a travel size. This is 2 ounce, but you can have 3.4 ounces in a carry-on. I'm not carrying on, but just travel size, but that's pretty crazy. This whole bottle is basically the same size as the travel size. I like these ones because you can actually squeeze it versus the hard bottles. The Charlotte Tilbury airbrush setting spray bottle is pretty heavy, so I'm actually just gonna pour some into the Makeup Forever setting spray. This one's just like light plastic. The other day I went through all of my makeup and narrowed it down pretty good. So this is everything I'm bringing just in this one. This stuff is going back, and then this is all stuff I'm gonna be doing another speed reviews video on. But this is where I'm hung up. Okay, these are all my lipsticks. Okay, nailed it down. That was quite difficult. These are the ones I am bringing. These are the ones I am not. Love these, but gotta crack the whip on myself. I have 2 empties for you. The Drunk Elephant Retinol. I really like this stuff. It's very moisturizing. It doesn't feel like a typical kind of retinol. Like, it feels more just like a lotion. I only use it about twice a week, or else it'll make me like way too dry. And then one of my favorite lip masks of all time, the Jelly Jam by AOA. This is $1. I love the shade Rose. Okay, I made a lot of progress. Suitcase is getting full. Doing laundry. Also going through all the random like camera stuff, electronics, making sure everything I actually need to bring. Like, I need to go through these cords. All right, it's the next day. It's now Tuesday. I just filmed a video, so it feels good to get that done. I'm doing pretty good on the pre-filming. I think that's my last like sit down video that I have to film for. More laundry going, just microwaved the coffee. Here's the more clothes that I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm doing with. I just kind of put them here for now. I think I'm gonna put everything on my bed and then try and pack and see like how much room I have, because today I do need to ship the suitcase to UPS. So in order to ship the big one and make sure I have everything, I need to also pack the small one right now, just so I can be sure I don't need to ship anything else back. My big dilemma right now is this tripod. I think it's barely gonna fit in the other suitcase, but also this weighs probably like at least 6 pounds, which is a lot when you're trying to keep it low. And I'm trying to think through like realistically how many sit down videos am I gonna film. Normally like you can kind of prop stuff up, so I think I might have to ship back the tripod. They have cheap tripods for like 15 bucks in most places, so like worst case scenario I could do that. Also, update on the prescriptions. Definitely do it around a week in advance if you need to get them for abroad, because I'm having all these situations right now where insurance denied it. The doctor is having to like do a prior auth for 2 months. Hoping the doctor can get that sent over this morning so that I can pick up the prescriptions this afternoon. But today I have a bunch of random stuff all over the place on my to-do list, mostly like some returns, shipping the UPS thing, Amazon returns, getting the prescription, picking up a different UPS package, just kind of bouncing all over the place. Oh shit. And I just realized a video went up like an hour ago. I'm gonna get my stuff together and then start packing. I think I have really narrowed it down. Even from the last night when I was going through, I still got rid of a lot more stuff. I'm just like trying to really realistically think about how many clothes I actually need, you know, and like what I'm actually gonna wear. I think I'm gonna try to do like mostly dresses, because that way you only need, you know, one piece. This is all stuff that is gonna be for Europe, not for Jordan. This is stuff I'm not gonna be wearing in Jordan, so I've just put all that in one of these bags. So this is the stuff I can wear in Jordan. Have a couple pairs of pants. It's funny, your body like adjusts to wearing pants and stuff in the heat, even though it's gonna be like 95 degrees and we're in a desert, and my few like jackets and things to go over top. So I think I am doing really good. Like, this is literally what I am bringing. So I'm hoping once I roll these up, I'll be really good on the space. Debating bringing heels or not. The thing is, like, these are my only nice shoes, and if I don't bring these, the only other shoes I can kind of wear are like those. So I'm gonna see if I can fit these in. But this is one of my travel hacks. If you are traveling, you need to get these bags. These have saved my life the last 8 months. This is what I've been using to really like compress down the clothes in every city. They're from Amazon. I'll link them down below. But these are great. You don't need a vacuum. So that's the key, because you can just roll it out yourself. You just roll out the air and it makes it so much smaller. Packing cubes are cute, and packing cubes are good for like organization, but if you're trying to save space, you need to get something like this. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but now it is like so thin. Okay, I'm feeling really good about where I'm at now with this bag. So this side is all packed, that's all clothes, everything, and this side is fully open for my toiletries, makeup, everything else. And I think I have like more than enough room. I'll put those 2 pairs of shoes. This is the only makeup I'm bringing. And then I have my brushes. This one goes inside this one. And then just have like my toiletry bag. I'm actually so surprised that this suitcase is completely full. I mean, I guess that makes sense because I came with both of these, but I don't need all of this stuff for the next couple months. I'm gonna make an afternoon iced coffee and then head to UPS. I also forgot to tell you guys, my iPhone is broken. So I have an Apple appointment at 5 o'clock that I need to go to hopefully, I mean, I don't have time to get it repaired at this point, so I'm hoping they can give a new one. It freezes, doesn't save videos and photos, goes like pink. I've tried all the factory resets. Of course, it's like an issue with photos and videos. My main thing I use my phone for and a big part of my jobs. I never don't have issues with electronics. And she's off. Wow, it was a journey to get here, let me tell you. I've had a wild ride today, okay? So I shipped the UPS suitcase, I did some Amazon returns, other returns, got all that done. Then I had my Genius Bar appointment for my phone. Coolest Apple store, by the way. It's right on the river in Chicago. So pretty. You literally are just staring at the water. I got really lucky with like a great guy who's definitely been there for a while. I knew what he was doing. Basically, they like ran diagnostics and stuff. Another dud. Are you kidding me? If you've followed my vlogs, you know I'm not exaggerating when I say every single Apple product I have ever had in the last, I think like probably 5 or 6 years now, every single one is a dud. You got a new phone, that's exciting. This is your sign to pay for Apple Care because if not, I would have had to pay for that out of pocket. Then I go to Chipotle, right? I have a Chipotle gift card. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use this gift card. There's like no one in line. It's great. Order my bowl. People are checking out like in front of me. The computer crashes. Like their computer just breaks. To reset their computer, it takes literally 15 minutes. So I felt bad because the entire line is like, now there's people behind me. Then the gift card was having issues. Anyways, then I go to CVS because I had to pick up a UPS package. They do that there. You just like show your ID. I've done it like 3 times. It's been totally fine. So I go to pick up the package. They find the package. I show my ID to pick it up. All good, right? Then they go to scan it and they're getting some weird error message that he said he's never gotten before. So he had to like call corporate, I don't know who, and he was on the phone with them for like 15 minutes because they wouldn't give me the package because they had to have record that it was like given to me. Anyways, we're all good now. Got a new phone, got Chipotle, got the package. What a day, you know, what a day. Now let's check some stuff off. I'm hoping I did everything. Shipped the suitcase, got the family gift. Okay, so I think the one thing left still is just the prescriptions I need to get. I also forgot to show this, but I did get it approved for global entry. You have to like go in person for an interview, but if you have the Amex card, you get it for free, or the Chase card. Both of them you get global entry for free. And now I just, when I scan my passport, I can go in the global entry line. Finally got the prescriptions. There was another issue with insurance, so I was there for like a half hour because I had to call insurance again, and I actually had to go to 2 different stores to pick up everything. Got a couple plain snacks. It's so much cheaper to get it, just bring it ahead of time, you know. I got Nerds. These are actually very heavy. Those, and then I've never tried these, but they're salt and vinegar pistachios. Seemed interesting. Might be like more filling than, you know, just chips or something. I got another deodorant. This one, I've been really liking the cocoa butter. I have just had my soap, my CeraVe facial soap. I've just had it in a Ziploc and it's getting kind of like gross looking. So I was like, I should just get one of these. So I'm gonna put my face soap in here. Okay, I truly don't know what is happening between yesterday and today. Okay, I just came on here. I was ranting about yet another like series of events that happened today. I'm not even gonna get into it because as I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, this is crazy. And also, I don't think anyone cares. Basically, I only got one of the 3 errands done today for a series of events. So now I'm gonna have to do those in the morning before I check out. It's just one of those days I keep calling my parents back being like, another thing happened. It is what it is. But I'm gonna end off this very long vlog probably here because tomorrow, yeah, my checkout's 11 a.m. but then my flight's not till 8 p.m. So basically I'm gonna try and get those last few errands done in the morning and then just like bring my bags up to this like conference room kind of thing in the building and just work until I have to leave, hopefully. It's gonna be a really long, like 36 hours from when I check out to when I get to Jordan. So just pray to the migraine gods for me. I always bring this guy with me. I also bring a Ziploc bag. That's like a good travel hack if you have chronic pain. Any coffee shop can heat this up. And then if you have a Ziploc bag, coffee shops will also give you ice in there. So that's normally what I do for the airport and the plane. Everything is packed. I just need to actually put it in the suitcase. The last thing I'll do tonight is just wash my hair, get everything ready for the morning, and then download movies and shows. I always download stuff for a long flight, but I'm gonna end off this vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Anything I talked about in this vlog will be linked down below in the description box. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.